Yo, bro.
Yizzo, what's poppin', Pimmy? Where you at, nigga?
40th and Market.
What?
Natalie's and shit. What's this?
Nigga, you know you got the interview tonight.
Man, that Greg Knight shit is tonight, man.
Yeah. Yeah, like, we were supposed to be there like 20 minutes ago.
Alright. You coming this way?
I'm on my way, dude. We in and out. We gotta go.
Alright, say no more. We out.
Alright, be safe, Pimmy. Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You could come into my neighborhood, meaning my mental state. Still I'm 5'8", crazy as I wanna be, because I make it orderly. You could say I'm short as a boss to get more. The brother, when they dip in the kick, they get split.
Many women I swim in the shallow to the end. We dance to the weekends. I get weak in my knees every time that we be friends. Yours up, pause, while pause to the earth things full. Forgive me, please. I slap panties like curtains, tickling the organs. I'm ready like the sunshine. I move in with precision, pump my pulse through nerve ends. Deep in Puerto Ricans, think like but a pecan sheet. Swallow my kids, I never meet them like they orphans. No child support, I stick supported late facts. Keep skin, just hitting. Even if she got kids, she's like, I know you gotta work. I prefer you sleep in. Spread, I will board a bin, keep a leaking, freaking, souls up a big to see, man, myself ring. All these simple questions are confusing. Where you at and who you with? What you doing?
DJ Greg Knight's in the building, y'all, and we got some of the Philly's finest in the building. State your name, player.
Philly Cake, man.
Philly Cake in the building, yo. Yo, I've been we've been conversing on Instagram for like the last like what?
It's been a while.
Last month or so, I don't know, 2 months, something like that.
Yeah.
But now you're here. You know what I mean? They come bearing gifts. They got they got wristbands. They got some other stuff I can't mention on the air. You know what I'm saying? No, they coming out with their own liquor line. They have a liquor line. Now, what part of town you from?
Me, Uptown.
Uptown?
Yeah, you already know Uptown's finest.
Okay, Uptown. All y'all from Uptown?
Yeah, Dogtown.
Okay. Y'all got some heat for me? All right. Well, who's some of the producers on?
Two Wash Shy. I mean, shout him out. That's the youngin' right there.
Two Wash Shy?
Two Wash Shy, yeah. Philly, you know what I mean? Philly zone.
Yeah. Okay, who's that?
Youngin' on. He's
A new artist. That I'm in the process of developing.
Okay.
He make beats. We actually in the process of working on his mixtape project.
Okay.
So yeah.
Beat
That's
game
what's up.
fire.
That's what's up. What y'all got any shows coming up?
I just did what was that? The Mosaic for Valentine's Day. The next show I got is the 8th of March.
8th of March, yeah.
Yeah, Double
Right.
Dogs 50th of Market.
50th and Market?
Yeah.
Okay, I know that.
Yeah, it's jumping. There's all Trini people in there, you know what I mean? Trini Massive Village. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. So you're from Trinidad?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
I try to cover it up so you understand what I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. No. Go ahead, do your thing, man. You know, whatever you stand for, let's do that.
I'm trying to bring like a mix of hip hop and reggae, dancehall, all that together.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. I feel you.
I really want to introduce a new type of music that's not really popping up here yet. It's called soca music.
Soca?
Yeah, soca music.
Well, I've heard it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Everybody that heard it, they like it, but
Yeah.
you know. So I'm trying to be like the first major Philly soca artist. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, soca, what is that like a mixture of? Is that one lane, or is that a bunch of different stuff put together to make something?
It's a little more versatile than a lot of the other styles. So it's hard to put it in a box. So I can't just say, it's not one lane. It's like the E-way, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just.
And where did it originate from?
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I had a couple cats here from Jamaica,
Mhm.
and they were talking about soca music,
Yeah.
and it's not really popping here yet,
Mhm.
but.
Don't worry about the summer. I'll give it till the summer. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well, they actually have some clubs that play a lot of it, like the club on 60th and Spruce. Studio 7, I think that's the
Okay.
name.
It's a lot of spots, especially in West Philly.
Yeah,
Ibis, Heavy Soca.
right.
Double Dogs Level 1, that's the 50th and Market.
Right,
Heavy
right,
Soca.
right. Okay.
Everywhere I go, Soca follow me, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's something to bring a different style of music you know, to West Philly, to Philadelphia, period. But the thing is to make some money off of it.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? I would say like a way that you could make money off of it is you would have like a showcase. Like actually, I'm going to be having a showcase for this record label when we start.
Okay.
These guys from Atlanta, who they putting up all this money to start a label here in Philadelphia, and they want me to run it. But I got some people that know helping me, like my man Kev from Pitch Black Entertainment. That's my man. He gonna be helping me out with it.
You got A&R on deck over here, so just in case you need that A&R support.
Oh, we definitely gonna need that. We definitely gonna need that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need some help with promotion. You know, radio slots. You know, I'm going all out for this joint because I want these guys to see the talent in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? You could be part of that too.
You already know.
You know what I mean? You know, you bringing something new. You bringing something new to, you know, to the industry, and you know that's what they want. They don't want the same old, same old. And these guys, they major. They talking about $300,000. You know what I mean, to start.
Okay.
You know what I mean? With that kind of money, you know, that's gonna bring some artists, you know, artists out with artist development, and you know, just to mold the artists. See, there's a difference between rappers and rappers with star power. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers out there, they don't have the star power, you know, but it's all about the artist development. What do you think of Meek Mills?
I can't even say anything bad about me because he putting on for the city right now. You know what I mean? He got a lot of people looking at Philly in a positive light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Music wise.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So I like what he's doing.
I mean, for me, Meek Mills is his grind is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I respect about him, is hustle. You know what I mean? Because before he got his record deal, he was all over Philadelphia, and everybody, you know, knew who he was even before he got famous in Philly. You know what I mean? And you know, when he did the Powerhouse thing, I just happened to be there, and I heard some of his music, but I never saw him. You know, I was backstage, and I sort of seen the whole thing unfold. Rick Ross was like, "Damn, who that?" You know, because everybody was singing his lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His on his mixtapes, 20,000 people.
Right now, Meek got the clubs on smash though. That's why I say you can't say nothing bad about Meek. Like, if you really got anything negative to say about Meek, you just hate it. That's just what it is. You hate it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's the same way I feel about it.
You either hating or you don't go to the clubs. That's one of the two.
You can't hate on a young man like that that's making money, and it is hard to get to that spot. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not an easy task. Even if you get a deal with Rick Ross, and I mean, once you get a deal, it's up to you to do the footwork and put that music out and keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know?
Mika grinded though. He been a grinder.
Yeah. Okay, so now, what's your background? Like, do you come from the street, or do you come from just straight music? Because see, a lot of rappers, they come from the street first and get tied up and wrapped up in the drug dealing and that kind of stuff, you know, before they actually start taking rap serious. You know what I mean? What's your background? Did you ever was you ever in the streets, or was you just bypass that, or?
I mean, I can't say that there's anybody in my team that hasn't been a part of that street life, but we all trying to move out of that.
Right.
Because nobody really from the streets want to stay in the streets. That's just like, we all trying to get out of that. You know what I mean? So we trying to do more uplifting things for the community and all that. Like, we do major charity work, all that. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't need no big names or whatever. A little bit of help goes a long way.
Yeah.
And then as artists, you know what I mean? When you do things and other young artists see you doing things, that help inspire them. So, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I asked you that because, see, a lot of guys, they think the street cred is what's going to make people buy your records. You know what I mean? Which I don't believe.
At all.
If you have talent, and you have talents like take Drake for instance. Drake is a talented MC.
One of the best.
You know what I mean? And he didn't come from the streets. He didn't come from the hood. You know what I mean? And he talks about that in his rhymes, and I can appreciate that. You know what I mean? He's not trying to be somebody just to fit in to a certain mold that people think you should come from, or if you're not coming from the street, you're not credible. He's not talking about, you know, drugs and guns and stuff like that. He might mention about being around it, but he's not saying like me personally, I did this, I did that. You know, he was on a TV show. He was you know, his mom was a lawyer or something like that. I mean, like Drake, I would go buy Drake stuff because it's something like the ritual where you go buy the album and you got it in your hand and you look at the credits. You know what I mean? I'm sort of like one of those. Like, I used to make beats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I look at who produced it, and I looked at, you know, a certain way his producers do his music. You can always tell. You know what I'm saying? Like a Kanye West beat. Kanye West he used to be. You could tell his beats, but now he's like he done went over the edge. I really can't relate to him anymore. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, a rapper, and I can understand by, you know, like you guys got clothes, you got to branch out into other areas. Yeah. You just can't just rap.
Yeah. I peeped what he did. He realized that people don't really like dudes. I want to say, you know what I mean, but dudes don't buy records.
Right.
You know what I mean? Females buy records.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. So he more pans towards the females. So.
Well, actually, guys buy records too, but they buy sort of like Jeezy and.
That's what I'm saying. You know what's the last record I bought? The last record I bought was probably Nas. That's the N-word. That's probably the last one I bought, and I was kind of disappointed too. And it was good. I loved it, but it was like, oh man, I bought it just on the strength of it's Nas. Let me just see what we talking about. Yeah. But people, we not buying no records. Like it's 2014. The internet is powerful. Like we don't. You could send, you know what I mean? You send records.
Everything off the internet.
Exactly.
You get everything off. You could stay home and get everything. You know what I mean? That's the big difference between then when Nas first came out, when you had to go buy the CD. I mean, the internet was out then, but it wasn't as half as big as it is now.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what I'm saying. Like me, I buy records to support the artist. Right. You know what I mean? Because I'm an artist, so I know, he put a lot of hard work into this, and you can tell. So I'll support him. Right. But other than that, I'm not buying your record. I'm very sorry. I'm not gonna buy your records.
I usually get music free.
I know you DJ.
I'm in like a pool where I got stacks and stacks of music at home like this that record companies and other labels, they send me stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I just go through it. You know, some of the stuff I like, some of it will never get in the air. A lot of those guys that had the money, was rich, you know, wind up going to prison. But, you know, you want to be coming back to the hood. And I mean, I know it's an image thing that I can come back to the hood. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you come by and breeze through, say, hey, what's up, but keep it moving. You know what I mean? I'm not saying forget where you came from, but if you come back and do something positive. Don't come back and hang in the club, shoot dice, and hanging with your old homies and all that, because that's not going to... It's always something, you know, brewing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Something's
always brewing.
People hating on you when you wasn't rich.
Exactly. You know, now that you're rich,
they like, oh, I can get this stripe. Let me get this stripe right.
And that's crazy, man, because you know that's crazy, man. The way we are, that's just us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like nothing like it ain't nothing new. That's just the way we are. You know what I mean? And it's a shame. Yeah. Like the industry is designed for the artist to get robbed.
It's like a big ass credit card company.
You know what I'm saying?
Pardon my French.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, man, but that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been that way.
No, but we learned early on from a lot of people, like Gil, for example. He's a big independent dude. You know what I mean? So we study people. We like, oh yeah, that's the move right there. Right. You know what I mean? We're not trying to. We don't. For real, I don't really need a label. That's where I want to be. I don't need the label. I could be like me, do shows every day, get paid for my shows, make music,
Cause I'm really focused as far as music. I'm focused on. I think about when I'm gone. I want to be remembered like big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They still bumping big. Like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you know what I mean? That's how I want to be. I want to be like, oh yeah.
That's why those guys down south, man. I big ups to them south rappers, man, because most of them are all independent, and they get money down there because they support each other. You know what I mean? Unlike us in Philadelphia, we don't really support each other like we're supposed to.
Because it's almost like people
You know what I mean?
act like it's only it can only be one. Like
Right.
it ain't enough space for the
I mean,
other three.
it's like I know a few artists that are great artists, but they can't get 10 people to come see them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because of I don't know what it is. I mean, you don't know 10 people that will come see you perform. Like take the time and come see you perform. Now to me, that's just Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? Now Atlanta's totally different. I was in Miami a couple of months ago, and I met Dobie down there. The guy that got killed.
Okay.
Now he had just signed. Well, he had signed to T.I.'s label, and he was up and coming. And when I met him, he was like, "Yeah, man." He gave me his music. He gave me some of his music. And right when I got back here, like 2 days later, he got murdered. You know, in his hometown. You know, one of his over something stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With
But
jealousy and hatred.
But that's not even
Yeah.
that. That's the labels. That's another thing about the labels. The labels don't take care of you. They don't really care about you, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, once you make to a certain point, you can't go back in the hood and hang around your old crew.
Yeah.
You just can't. I mean, there's some things that you just can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, because you rich. You know, he got money. You got money now. You got $1 million advance. So you got some cash, and you going around hungry, broke dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be some jealousy and conflict there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause it's the same as if you win the lottery.
Right.
And stay in the same
you got to
crib.
get out.
You win the lottery, you got to
roll out.
You got to move everybody
You know
out.
what I mean?
It's
Now I hate to say that, you know what I mean? And that's the same thing that sort of what happened to Beans. You know what I mean? Beans is a talented artist. He had everything. He had a movie deal. He had a record deal, his own label. He had a sneaker deal. Clothing lines that
supposed to
was
have a
popping.
cartoon and all that.
You know what I'm saying? Now look where he's at now. He's in prison. You know what I mean? I can't understand that. I can't understand that. You know what I mean? A lot of that had to do with his, you know, the syrup, drinking the syrup, and that stuff
give a
is
nigga
highly
money.
addictive. You know what I'm
You can't take
saying?
the money up the
And
nigga.
then you're not making. You're not. He wasn't making. I hate to talk about him, but it is what it is. You know, you got to make some decisions, man. You got to make some sound decisions. You know what I mean? You got to make some choices. You know what I mean? And the choices he was making wasn't good choices. You know what I mean? It's like that's why Jay-Z said, "Beans, I'm not trying to change you. I'm just trying to give you some game to go from the streets to the fame."
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's real. You know, once you reach a certain level, you can't come back and hang in the hood and be in the little hood clubs, cause you asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Everybody who've done it, look at C Murder, and these guys was the realest dudes, man. But they was out there in the street though, heavy. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm looking around like, like hold up, you know what I mean? They like, nah, dog. They just call me Philly. Nah, Philly is cool. You with us, man? Everything cool. These guys are walking around with AKs and guns. I mean, it was real down there. You know what I mean? And I had no idea like that they was living like people really live like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whenever you get a chance, you can see one of their videos. It's called Boss Dynasty. Just look it up on YouTube. And what you see on the video, that's how they live. You know what I mean? And you know, they showed me a lot of love down there. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to wait for them to send me some edited music, but I'm still waiting on that. It's Philly C.A.K.E.
C.A.K.E.
Okay, Philly King. I was calling you Philly King. I don't know.
I mean, I'll take that.
First track, y'all. Let's go.
I'm a businessman. I'm a bumbo clock businessman. Stay out of big people business. This right here is a bad man business. I'm a businessman. I'm a home of my business. Money on my mind, don't mind my business. This right here is a bad man business. Don't mind my
King Fyz, my Yoda, he gave me the laser. Scheming for a mansion, expansion, skyscraper.
Kiss and caressa, baby, can you be my testicle tester? Sexy movie DVD director, never ever leave ya, be your protector. No amnesia, would I make me forget ya? Now, more back than a belly, we could jiggle like jelly. She's straight for what's it, for the DNA. I was under the hotel house, so many gala overload my phone, blow up my celly.
www.kingfyz.biz for all updates on future projects and, you know, see what's going on with it.
Okay, that'll work. We'll do that.
Also,
Give me that plug one
Instagram,
more time.
YouTube,
Okay.
Facebook.
I definitely got you on the gram. I'm gonna put on some beats, man. Okay. I'm gonna pass this mic over.
Build your brain cells.
Greg, thanks.
Build your brain cells.
Yeah. Deep down in the ghetto with the youth that die young. Corrupt politicians, them never come around. The system, nah, support the slum. I said the system, nah, support the slum. Them die by the gun, them die by the liquor bartender. Bring drinks and come, some die overseas. America, London, dumb. Can't remember where them I come from. I'm a Africa, I'm an Ethiopian. In the cracker, the ghetto, but the cracker, we live it smooth like lotion. Prescription, bro, no script to the program. I and I king till kingdom come, till kingdom come. I run my tongue out, I run my tongue. Greg Knight, DJ Stash Money. How what we do? I Greg, in a my lungs. I'm missing ganja, I and I, all day. Ganja, I and I, smoke all night. Ganja, smoke blow out of my face. Ganja, happy step on my mind. The doctor say smoke you shall die. Cancer, never ever scare I and I. Ganja, I and I, smoke all night. Ganja, I and I, smoke all night. A bad man, a biget. My lungs look like two chicken gizzard. The doctor said this dread, I guarantee that cow it. I grade stay in my head. Me mama want no why me eyes so red. Mary Jane stay in my bed. I mean I need no meds, only for the meditation. 100 grams of my prescription. Keep come like a subscription. Smoking, I'm making money, my only addiction. Never ever forget the ghetto where we come from. But when I wanna feel like a rich man, me say I and I smoke all night. I and I smoke all night. Smoke blow out of my face. Happy stay. Greg nice. Everything nice. I'm saying big up double dogs. You don't know where we did. Eat a match. Really cake, man. I said pain. All I know is pain. Pain is all I feel. Never change. Every city, every state is starting to feel the same. Ladies getting loose for a little bit of loose change. Coldest on the come up. I just wanna raise state. Cloud 9, praying for rainy days. Reminiscing about lessons that listen to what mama say. Like what my mama say, son, you will never learn. Fast women like fast food, give you heartburn. Everybody find love when it's my turn. Lord forgive me, so many women I turned out. I guess it's just my turn to get turned down. I never knew my dad, but as it turns out, he never really cared how I turned out. Flame to the Dutch, slowly the pain burns out. Center City smoking on something you never heard about. Girl with me, she don't even know her whereabouts. Tell her throw her underwear over here and I wear her out. Trying to quit a day job so I can work it out. Word of mouth, word around towns that I put it down. I was trying to, karma comes back around. The same bad, I've been digging now. I'm hearing that she pregnant with my daughter now. Ow, I feel a sharp pain in my chest. Forget that that's a reflux, it's a reflex. My torso it is overflowing with regrets. She used to wanna see me, now she wanna see the checks. Check out, time to leave this rap behind. Get back on my grind, back up every dime. 18 years, damn, that's a long time to put up with a mother. Just to see my daughter smile, I do the clown. All I feel is pain. All I know is pain. The feeling never change. I've never been a fan of these rap, his ass, no lyrical contest. I just listen and laugh at him. Like thirsty bro to the bar with no glass, no face, no body, face that you got no chance. Like a digital clock, no hands. I've been getting from these hoes, you romance. I just hold the back of her neck, you hold hands and dance and slow jams. That ain't part of the program. Damn, I killed 4 kilograms. Ounce like my grandmama couch wrapped in saran. Pulling an AC, I'm chilling on ACU. In the summer sweating, you got no fans. I run the game, they begging me to run it back. 50 Cent, these rappers don't know how to act. They try to be comedians on every track. Like I won't flat and get a Bernie Mac. Philly cake, the snap back of the murder cat. On shells and a turtle back. Pop that till my pockets fat. Matter of fact, my faculty, we all living fast. Delinquent, you never been in my class. Itch in the bus, trigger finger got a rash. Heaven I will never see. I got a hell of a pass. Niggas thinking to run it till I run up on it with the mask. They pull that paper out fast like they asking for autographs. I order laugh, I barely smile. I'm ear to ear when I hear my brother beat his trial. This laundry, I'd have the biggest pile. Say I ain't the best, they in denial. I think they in denial.
In the game, change exchange like Armani. It's a shame, get brains for society. Connie, cops can't find me. Baby blue Bonnie, far from the Johnny. Watch real shiny, got those either being a Swanee. Nice chocolate mommy with a. You in the streets with a horrible duck. Last week, I see you with a horrible luck. Not the credit, the fact that how you pressing the chuck. In the shower, drop a shoe, pressing your luck. Double deluxe truck, pending with authority. Touching the dirty. The G that you couldn't spit a bar with me.
Amen, thank God for amen. We bring hip hop to these hoes haters. She on the knees, you believe, she pray, you believe. She just waiting for me to come like Jesus. License, never been gentle. Never on the nipples for my between the dimples. Money talk was a sense of being sentimental. My pen menstrual over instrumental. University mind frame, brain down temple. Simple, you can squeeze triggers like double D's. Roll up trees, different color like when the summer D's. Trying to see forbidden fruit, watermelon seeds. The eves thinking about these dreams. Angela Yee on her hands and knees. I last longer than fame, there's 50 minutes at least. Capiche, I'm out of the door, I need space to breathe. Ask, you shall receive. I don't remember her name. Anisha, Sabrina, trying to get by. Karima, she was trying to get high. I just put Scully in my X-Files. That, she was crazy in the left eye. My disciples put the dial for the dollar. Pop the police till they pockets on Buddha. Put the Jews in the Judas. They set you up to die. I'm crucified Christ. Who the hell am I? Who the hell am I? Fresh out the womb, I removed my umbilical cord. It was the birth of a Messiah. I am lyrical, Lord. I got it in the fight for 12 disciples, but I bet that I can still tell you the I'm able. I wire and connect the competition like cable. The truth's on the table. Turn water to wine down, every wine to fable. This baby Jesus never rocked in the cradle. I've done any one or thing that's been illegal. I spit blows and snatch souls are so fatal. Particular, hit you at a particular angle. You burst a verse, vessel with the words I vandal. Saliva, I spit rip, slowly get strangled. Hammers are open hand, man, you still couldn't handle the truth in the flesh, son, the resurrection. I'm I said the truth in the flesh, son, the resurrection. I'm Biggie's unborn son, the misconception, the free direction of hip-hop years to come in this lyrical warfare. Bigger arms to pun, yeah, I am the one I bring rapper revolution. Hip-hop, a metamorphosis to withstand illusions of grandeur, abuse and the anger. So way before the thrones when I was born in the manger. Cake, the truth and the reason, forbidden fruit and group down gardens of Eden. The rappers saw me acting back, I'm dead cleaners. The Phillies back on the Mac, nah, I sleep and home you daydreaming. My team say scheming. We ain't gonna give them too much though. I mean, King Fyz.biz. Make sure you come check it out. And keep rocking with Greg Nice. We're gonna keep bringing the plates for you.
Tuesday night mix show. DJ Greg Nice, 88.1 WPEB West Philadelphia Radio. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came down here and y'all ripped it down. I appreciate y'all showing me some love.
Anytime.
Coming down here, you know what I mean? You know, with the new thing y'all got going on, Sosa.
Yep, Soca.
Yeah.
Soca.
Yeah,
Soca.
Okay, all right, got you. All right, then that's DJ Greg Nice, and we signing out. Any last shout outs?
Shout out Double Dogs. You know what I mean? March 8th, 50th of Market. We gonna be in there rocking. Come rock out with us. BYOB. You know what I mean? Shout out Greg Nice for giving us the opportunity to come down here and stun on a couple dudes out here. Stash Money. You know what I mean? My footage boy. King Fyz, ENT, the whole team, and AMN, you know what I mean?
AMN, Ill Staffer,
Style for Ike the Kid.
Shy, Ike the Kid.
You know what I mean? The show is now over. Finito. DJ Greg Nice, Tuesday night mix show. Shout out to my partner, DJ Romy Roma. Couldn't be here tonight. You know what I'm saying? He worked long hours, and he got his wife out in Northeast somewhere, and she hollering at him. Telling me this by home. But I don't care. I'll do this by myself. I don't make me no difference. You know what I mean? I'm come through. I'm gonna collect that check. You feel me? DJ Greg Nice, and we signing out, y'all. Peace.